At the opening of the drama, we're introduced to our handsome, wealthy male lead, though his identity remains a mystery for Nang. Soon after, we meet Yao, a struggling lawyer stuck in an infuriating meeting with a sleazy legal expertise. As Yao endures their advances, a strikingly attractive man takes the seat beside her. Moments later, an older woman leans over and offers him 10,000 won per hour for his company. Yao and her friend exchange glances, clearly a call boy, they conclude. When the client finally crosses the line, groping Yao under the table, she snaps. In one quits her. Days later, Yao spots the supposed gigolo climbing into a Bentley. Her jaw drops. How does a man in his profession afford a car like that? Time passes, and Yao lands a job at a prestigious law firm. She rents a modest apartment, only to discover the call boy is her neighbor living in the same small building, despite his obvious wealth. Their first encounter is anything but smooth. They arrive simultaneously, arguing over who rented the unit first. Producing identical contracts, they realize the landlord double-booked them on the same date. In desperation, Yao declares victory because my hair entered first. But the man is already in. A call to the landlord reveals the truth. He's mid-divorce and rented the apartment through both sides of his crumbling marriage. Yao tries intimidating her new. He even offers Yao his divorce. The man, still unnamed, notices Yao's financial strain and makes an offer. He'll cover 2 months' rent if she tolerates him for just 3 days. After fires back with a defamation lawsuit threat, leaving. Later, curiosity gets the better of her. Sneaking into his apartment, she's met with an eerie, haunted house aesthetic Gothic decor, dim lighting, and an unsettling silence. Then she overhears him on a video call, dispensing razor-sharp legal advice with unnerving expertise. Stunned, she lingers to, "You were listening to me?" His voice cuts through the room. Caught red-handed, Yao freezes. He catches her eavesdropping. "You were listening to me?" Yao straightens up defiantly and lectures Chiao, the handsome call boy, "Get a real job. Earn your living with some dignity." He simply walks away, leaving her fuming. Determined to erase any trace of him, Yao aggressively disinfects his entire apartment. This annoys Chan, who demands she scrub every corner. Later, a call from Woojin reveals Chan's true identity. He's the co-founder of Junhing Law Firm, the very firm Yao just joined. When Chan enters, Yao's stomach drops. It's the same man she just lectured about being a call. "How did you get that idea about me?" he demands. Flustered, Yao explains about overhearing him discuss payments with a woman. "That was my mother," he replies icily. Yao tells her friend Ting the whole embarrassing story, then jumps at strange noises coming from Chan's room, still decorated like a haunted house. When a loud crash, a stool breaking, echoes through the apartment, at a hotel briefly before deciding to save money by sleeping at the office. Standing outside Chan's office late at night, Yao wonders who would dare disturb the intimidating boss. She eventually settles into the firm's storage room, using case files as a pillow and camping gear for comfort, quickly falling asleep. Meanwhile, Chan tosses and turns in bed. At midnight, a sudden cuckoo clock eruption startles him awake. Furious, he blames Yao for stalking her through the dark halls. She wakes with a start, surrounded by the eerie shadows of legal documents, wondering if working here might actually be more dangerous than she imagined. Of course, these nightmares come, Yao thinks bitterly as she rubs her eyes. Sleeping surrounded by threatening gifts, the snake, the knife, the skull was bound to mess with her subconscious. Thirsty from her restless night, she gets up for water and nearly chokes when she spots Chan working late in the office. He frowns at the lit hallway, suspicious, but sees no one as Yao ducks back into the storage room. He returns to his paperwork while she tries, unsuccessfully, to fall back asleep. The next day finds Chan sitting stiffly in a psychiatrist's office, courtesy of Woojin's recommendation. The session goes about as well as expected. The twitchy doctor, who seems to need more help than his patient, drones on about relaxation and work-life balance. Chan barely lasts 20 minutes before arguing about the diagnosis. "I don't have mental issues," he snaps, already dreading how this could tarnish his professional reputation. If back at the office, a sleep-deprived Yao battles through paperwork when Chan strides in. She hastily applies concealer under her puffy eyes, earning a jab from a colleague. "Rough night? You'll get wrinkles at this rate." The comment stings, until she notices half the staff yawning behind their coffee. Emerging from the restroom with smudged makeup, Yao doesn't notice Chan's lingering glance. The observation turns to disappointment in their afternoon meeting, where she contributes nothing to the divorce case discussion. "Stop worrying about your face and study the files," he snaps, sunglasses now shielding his own dark circles. "Next time you're unprepared, don't bother." At 5 a.m., strange noises startle Yao awake in the records room. She arrives in the kitchen to find Chan already pouring coffee. Early bird gets the worm. She lies brightly, ignoring how his gaze flicks to her raccoon eyes. He nods, adjusting his own designer sunglasses higher on his nose. Chan had clearly seen her emerging from the records room, but Yao insisted she'd been studying case files. The office gradually filled with employees, including Woo Jun returning from vacation. Though equally senior to Chan, Woo Jun carried himself with far more warmth. He greeted Yao with genuine encouragement before heading to Chan's office. "You need proper treatment for your insomnia," Woo Jun urged. Eyeing the sunglasses Chan used to hide his, Chan dismissed the concern until Woo Jun pressed further. "Why did you hire Yao?" Chan countered abruptly. "We both know it's only because she shares your college crush's surname. Is she her sister, perhaps?" As evening fell, Yao waited impatiently for Chan to leave so she could sleep. He worked late as usual, but eventually noticed her lingering presence. Gathering his things with deliberate slowness, he finally exited. The moment the door closed, Yao unfolded her makeshift bed in the storage room and fell asleep within. Chan, however, doubled back suspiciously. Finding her curled among file boxes, he shook her awake. "Please," Yao begged, "just 2 more days. I'll find an apartment, hotels are too expensive." She praised his tireless work ethic, marveling at how he functioned without sleep. Relenting, Chan agreed, only to return moments later, softening enough to offer his bathroom for third. At his apartment, Yao noted the pristine kitchen. He must be an excellent cook, she mused before taking over the space herself. As she chopped vegetables and hummed absently, the rhythmic sounds worked in unexpected magic. Chan, who hadn't slept properly in weeks, drifted off instant. Dawn revealed a curious sight. Chan, well-rested for once, and Yao collapsed on his sofa. "I meant to leave," she apologized groggily. "But the rain kept me here." Chan stared. Who could sleep through such noise? Yet her exhaustion appeared deeper than his own. The next morning, when she arrived at the office, Yao received a case file and worked diligently on it, impressing 3 colleagues enough that they added her to their group chat. The following day, Chan found himself unable to sleep again. He tried playing rain sounds and clattering kitchen utensils, but to no avail. He even hired a housekeeper specifically to make loud kitchen noises, yet sleep still eluded him. Frustrated, the housekeeper quit on the spot. Equally irritated, Chan stormed off to the office where he found Yao making instant noodles while absent-mindedly singing, her voice miraculously lulling. Woo Jun announced plans for a welcome party where employees could bring family members, personally asking Yao to invite her sister. In private, Chan confessed to Woo Jun that Yao's presence made him sleepy, prompting him to message her with a job offer to become his live-in assistant. When she didn't respond, being out for lunch, he tracked her down at the restaurant to personally insist she return with him. At the party, Woo Jun cleverly obtained Shang Shi's contact details and sent a friend request, which Yao's sister immediately accepted. Meanwhile, when Chan's usual bedtime approached, he called Yao under the pretense of a kitchen pipe emergency, only for her. Chan eventually showed up at the party and joined the drinking games. Yao, caught up in the competition, consumed too much alcohol. When she became visibly intoxicated, Chan unceremoniously dragged her to his car. During the ride, he warned, "Don't you dare vomit in my car." But the moment the words left his mouth, Yao projectile vomited all over his designer clothes and pristine life. Furious at seeing his beloved car ruined, Chan roughly shoved Yao into a large storage box and began filming her disheveled state. "This is an oral contract," he declared. "You'll work as my life assistant to repay the cleaning costs?" Yao, barely conscious, didn't respond. Back at his home, when Chan opened the box, Yao tumbled out directly onto him, her hands clumsily grabbing at his face. "Salary deduction," he snapped, pushing her away. The next morning, Chan confronted her with evidence of her drunken behavior, including an humiliating video and an itemized bill for damages. "Last night you mocked my appearance and accused me of plastic surgery," he said coldly. "Either pay compensation or on." With no choice, Yao agreed to become his live-in assistant. That evening, when Chan demanded home-cooked food to help him sleep, Yao tried taking shortcuts with delivery. "Throw that out and cook properly," he ordered. Though she prepared the meal as instructed, Chan remained wide awake. Yao had forgotten to sing while cooking. The finished dishes sat untouched as another sleepless night. Chan found himself genuinely perplexed. Why couldn't he sleep tonight despite Yao's cooking noises? This unexpected development worried him. Meanwhile, Yao fumed outside the kitchen. She'd prepared dinner properly this time, only for Chan to collapse into bed without even taste. The following evening, as Yao left work, she spotted 2 large men attempting to force Chan into a car. Springing into action, she sprinted over and unleashed pepper spray at them. "They're my mother's bodyguards," Chan coughed out, wiping his stinging eyes. Reluctantly accompanying them to his family home, Chan immediately saw through his mother's dramatic performance of illness. She was clearly faking to keep him there longer. Unmoved by her theatrics, meanwhile, Woo Jun found himself reminiscing about his university days, specifically how he'd first fallen for Chang Shi. He recalled collapsing during his obsessive jogging attempts to follow her, how she'd rushed him to hospital, and the particular brand of chocolate she'd given him that remained his favorite to this. Returning home, Chan discovered Yao had prepared dinner without being asked. "You only cook when I tell you to," he snapped. "Next violation and you're out." His temper flared at her presumption. That same evening, Woo Jun took Chang Shi to dinner, suggesting she join his law firm. When she declined, he drowned his disappointment in alcohol. In his drunken stupor during the ride home, he poured out his heart. "Your ex-husband can't hurt you anymore. I'll make him pay." Before she could respond, he clumsily kissed her and passed out cold. Morning brought awkward confusion. Woo Jun remembered nothing of his confession or the kiss. Leaving Chang Shi to process, Woo Jun woke to find Chang Shi's hair on his pillow and 501 on the nightstand. His hungover mind jumped to wild conclusions. Had they been intimate, and had she paid him? The next morning at the office, he hid his face in shame while confessing to Chan, "I think I slept with a client last night. There was money." Chan's eyebrows shot up. "So you sold yourself for 501? He deadpanned. Woo Jun retaliated by threatening to expose Chan's insomnia to the whole firm. "Then I'll post online that you're a 5001 gigolo," Chan fired back. Their childish squabble escalated into a physical tussle over their phones. Observed by a delighted Yao, who'd never imagined her stern boss capable of such playful. Later, Yao noticed Chan spending an unusually long time in the bathroom. "Poor boss must be constipated," she mused, unaware he was actually testing Woo Jun's absurd claim that one could fall asleep on the toilet. After 40 fruitless minutes, Chan finally emerged, only to discover Yao had installed a plush toilet seat cover and left constipation medicine on the sink. "Stop meddling in my business," he barked, flushing. That night, Yao pretended to study case files while secretly monitoring Chan's movements. When he slipped out at midnight, she tailed him, until Chan deliberately led her on an exhausting jog around the neighborhood. "Go home," he finally ordered, though not before assigning her first real case. Despite her exhaustion, Yao beamed with professional pride. The next day, Yao and Chan waited for their client in tense silence. The atmosphere shifted dramatically when in walked a top-tier celebrity, someone whose dramas Yao had binge-watched religiously. The starlet explained her divorce case bitterly. "My husband used my fame to boost his business. Now I want every hidden asset exposed and my fair." After the meeting, Chan retreated to his office while Yao began cooking, unconsciously humming a familiar tune. The melody drifted through the door, its soothing rhythm making Chan's eyelids grow heavy. Annoyed at his own drowsiness, he stormed out. "Stop that. I still have work to finish." He demanded she resume cooking only in 30 minutes. True to his word, half an hour later Chan summoned her. "Cook. And sing." The moment Yao's voice filled the kitchen, he collapsed into sleep at the table. He woke hungry at 2 a.m., raiding the fridge for her untouched dishes. Returning to his room, he found Yao slumped over case files, pen still in hand. Rather than scold her, he surprised them both by offering, "Ask your stupid questions now." Yao sprang to life, notebook at the ready, scribbling furiously as Chan dispensed rare pearls of legal. At next day's consultation, Chan advised the celebrity to delay filing. "Your husband's business is crashing. File now and you'll lose half of what you're owed." The star left devastated. Later, she confided in Yao, "We fell in love instantly. I gave up my prime acting years for him." Her voice broke as she revealed how she'd sacrificed everything for them. Yao's heart sank as the celebrity revealed the painful truth. Her husband had only married her to exploit her fame for business gains. The revelation weighed heavily on Yao throughout the day. That evening, Chan laid down new rules. "From now on, you'll cook and sing for me daily. In return, you may ask 2 questions about your case." When Yao eagerly posed her questions, Chan simply snapped "shut up" before stalking off. During a tense dinner together, Yao confessed she'd grown emotionally invested in their celebrity client's situation. "This is highly unprofessional," Chan rebuked coldly. "Stop meddling in clients' personal lives." His harsh words sent Yao fleeing the table in tears. Meanwhile, Woo Jun learned that Chang Shi and Yao's sister planned to visit the amusement park. Seizing the opportunity, he rushed to Chan's office. "There's a crucial lawyers association meeting tomorrow," he lied smoothly. "You should attend, and you'll need to bring Yao since it requires 1 male and 1 female representative." When Yao arrived home, Chan informed her about the supposed professional event. "We leave at 9, he stated, forcing Yao to cancel plans with her sister. A disappointed Chang Shi waited alone at the amusement park entrance until Wu Jun coincidentally appeared. At the actual event, Chan's expression darkened as he realized they'd been tricked into attending a singles mixer for lawyers. His furious glare scanned the room for Wu Jun, who had already made his escape. Furious, Chan immediately called Wu Jun, but heard only a mocking dial tone before the call disconnected. The matchmaking event commenced, with a parade of female lawyers approaching Chan, only to retreat in tears after his brutal critiques of their appearances. His harsh comments quickly made him the least popular attendee. When organizers announced a rowing competition, a male lawyer eagerly asked Yao to partner with him. Before she could respond, Chan abruptly claimed her as his teammate. During the race, Yao strained at the oars while Chan lounged comfortably. "At least pretend to help," she panted. "These childish games mean nothing." The moment the paddle slipped from Yao's grasp, chaos erupted. As she lunged forward, Chan instinctively moved to steady her, only to tumble overboard himself. Yao plunged in after him, and soon both sat dripping on the dock's bench. "Book us a hotel room," Chan ordered. Yao immediately crossed her arms protectively, "just to change out of these wet clothes," he clarified. Meanwhile, Wu Jun finally cornered Chang Shi at the amusement park, hoping to discuss their drunken night. His confession was interrupted by Chan's call requesting urgent delivery of both men's and women's clothing. Why would he need? Wu Jun's speculation was cut short by Yao emerging from the shower, her hair still. When Chan headed for his own bath, Yao teased, who knew the great lawyer was so shy. Their banter was interrupted by Wu Jun's dramatic entrance. Chan reacted swiftly, shoving Yao into the bathroom and locking the door. "You took advantage of her," Wu Jun accused. The truth only emerged when Yao reappeared, explaining their watery mishap. "As if I'd be interested in her," Chan sneered, reigniting their argument until Wu Jun. Later at home, a feminine voice called persistently for Chan from outside. Despite his protests, Yao threw open the door to reveal. Then Chan sends a message to the girl that she should not disturb his girlfriend because they both are in a living relationship. Yao tries to explain to the girl that they both are not in a relationship, they are just housemates. But the girl does not listen to her and says that she will not let Chan go from her hands and then leaves from there. After she leaves, Yao asks why he sent a false message to the girl that "I am your girlfriend." So Chan tells that the girl is the daughter of one of his clients who had once proposed to him, but he rejected her. Now one day Yao was checking some documents, so she finds out that there is a file of a psychiatrist inside. Now she calls him to check about this, then she finds out that actually Chan was getting his insomnia treated by the same psychiatrist. Then he comes there and asks her to cook food for him. She understands that he falls asleep because of her cooking and singing. Then she takes food and goes to his room and sees that The next day, Celebrity Bae's husband comes to meet Chan, whose name is Mr. Shu. He came there with his lawyer and he talks to Chan about settling with his wife. He says that he is ready to give the entire alimony to his wife, just that this thing should not reach the news in the court. Saying this, he shows him his settlement letter, but Chan refuses to accept it. Chan notices that Yao was smiling at the other lawyer. Then after they leave, he asks Yao why she was flirting with that lawyer. Yao tells him that he was her senior in college. Hearing this, Chan feels a little awkward that why he has started interfering. In the next scene, Changer asks Yao to keep her dog with her because she had an emergency. Yao hides it and takes it to her room because she knew that her boss does not like pets. When Chan comes back home, he smells the puppy, but Yao tells him that it is coming from the toy on his bag. Chan warns her that she should not even think of bringing a puppy. After this, the puppy starts making noise which Chan hears. Yao says that she is making dog noises herself, but Chan starts knocking on her door. As soon as the door opens, the puppy comes to his feet and starts loving him, which scares Chan a lot. He asks Yao to leave the house with her puppy, but then Yao says that if she leaves from here, then who will treat his insomnia? He gets shocked. How did she know that he has insomnia? Then he gives permission to Yao and the puppy to. In the next scene, Celebrity Bae comes to meet Yao and, while making her emotional, tells her that her husband is writing threatening letters to her. So Yao should call him in front of her and explain to him that he should stop threatening her. Then Yao calls her husband and tells him not to threaten her client. Her husband says that he did not threaten his wife. Rather, he wants this matter to be solved peacefully. But Yao asks him. After that, Bae's husband Mr. Shu comes to meet Yao and he wanted to tell her some things, but Yao ignores him and walks away. In the next scene, she comes to know that Mr. Shu has committed suicide by jumping from a building, and he had written in the suicide note that his wife's lawyer Yao is not letting the confusion between them go away. Now again, the next morning she comes to know that Miss Bae has hired a new lawyer, and she was holding a press conference with him, in which she says that she could have reconciled with her husband, but her previous lawyer Yao was so selfish that he created. Yao gets shocked to hear her words and decides to handle this problem alone. She immediately goes to Miss Bei and tries to talk with her, but her lawyer arrives there, and he starts blaming her for Mr. Shu's suicide. Then Chan arrives there, who protects Yao and then takes her with him by holding her hand. At home, Yao had cooked seafood for Chan. Chan was happy to see this, but Yao was in a lot of depression because people were trolling her on social media. She also gets a threatening call, but then Chan snatches the phone from her hand and takes her for a drink to get rid of her depression. Now after that, we are shown that Chan had called someone to meet her, and that person was Mr. Shu's lawyer Lu. He tells everything. That his client Mr. Shu was he was falsely accused of domestic violence by his wife, due to which he was in depression. Miss Bei trapped him for his business, but after marriage, when she came to know that his business was not so successful, then she decided that she will defame Shu. Hearing this, Yao understood that Mr. Shu did not commit suicide because now in the end, Chan asks her to drive to distract her, but this was her first time driving such an expensive car. Here some people on bikes, some on bicycles, even pedestrians overtake her, which makes Chan angry. The next day, when Chan comes back home from office, he sees that Yao was sleeping on the sofa, but today she would wake up at the slightest sound out of fear, thinking that someone might have come to kill her. She did not even go to buy groceries today, so Chan takes her with him to the supermarket. But he bumps into a fat auntie. He was about to fight with her when Yao stopped. Now here some girls seeing them together start gossiping. This boy looks very handsome and rich too, but this girl has absolutely ordinary looks. Chan also heard these things, and after this he starts caring for Yao a little more. After reaching home, he tells her, if you want to cry, you can cry, because you do not look beautiful at all, while hiding her tears. Then he gives her his handkerchief. Yao wipes her tears and knows with it. But then Chan tells her that this handkerchief is worth $8,000. Hearing this, Yao starts crying even. The next day when Yao goes to office, she finds out that all the people who were trolling her on social media are now apologizing to her because Chan solved this matter. Then Chan gives her a lot of paper to shred to distract her. After that, when she reaches home, she finds out that the whole house is messed up, which was done by Chan, but he puts the blame on the dog. Actually, he wanted to keep Yao busy so that she doesn't get. When Yao goes back home, she sees that the house is dirty again today. Chan again blames the puppy, but this time she gets suspicious because there are banana peels scattered on the floor which the puppy must not have eaten. Then she starts scolding the puppy, but indirectly she is talking about Chan, since when did he become so naughty? It seems that someone is trying to. In the next scene, Chan asks Yao to go for exercise to get her out of depression, but Yao gets tired in a short while. Chan starts scolding her, neither your IQ is good nor your physical strength. Then a foundation show starts there. Chan was looking at Yao very closely for the first time, and he finds her eyes very beautiful, but he tells her, your eyes resemble your dog's, due to which Yao gets angry. Changshu went to meet Ming's mother today, and there they start acting as if they are still a couple. Actually, they did not want to trouble Mom before the surgery, but after going outside she scolds Ming a lot and reminds him of his place. Ming still wanted to bring Changshu back into his life, but Changshu had no intention of giving him a second chance. In the next scene, Chan went to meet the same girl who was pursuing him. Her name is Dom. She wanted to give the divorce case of her mom and dad to Chan, but at the same time she was also flirting with him. Chan tells her that he is not interested in her at all. Then he takes her case but gives this case to Yao to handle. Now Yao meets Dong's father, Mr. Chan, and asks him the reason for divorce. He tells her that he has cancer and he does not want his wife to become a widow, that's why he wants to divorce her. But Yao does not believe him and starts following him, where she comes to know that. Then Mr. Chan tells her that he wants to divorce his wife because his mistress is pregnant and she is going to have a son who will become the heir of their family in future. In the next scene, when Chan goes back to his house, a guard tells him that the problem of theft has increased a lot in this locality, so he should protect his house. Then Chan goes to his apartment and sees that neither Yao nor his puppy are there. But when they do not return for a long time, he starts worrying about Yao, and he goes to find Yao. Now we see Yao, who had brought her puppy for a walk. Then the puppy slips from her hand, and it attacks Chan and starts licking his face. Chan gets very angry. In the next scene, Chan is sitting at home in anger and Yao is cleaning his face. She apologizes that her puppy is very innocent, he was just loving him. But instead of getting angry, Chan. The next day, when they come to the office, they get the bad news that Dong Ella's dad, Mr. Chan, has died. After this, both of them go to his funeral, where Dong Ella's mom tells him that she does not want anyone to know that she and Mr. Chan were going to get divorced, because she does not want to spoil his reputation, and it can also have a big effect on the business. On the way back from there, Chan tells Yao that Dong's mom got her husband's funeral done so quickly because she knew that her stepson is going to be born, and she does not want to share half of her property with him. So she will not let it be proved that the child is the legal son of her husband. When the next scene comes, the puppy is playing on Chan's sofa. Chan gets very irritated by it. But after a while, when he looks at its eyes carefully, he feels as if it is looking into Yao's eyes. Then when Yao returns, she sees that Chan had put a blindfold on her puppy's eyes so that it doesn't bother him. After this, Yao asks him what he would like to have for dinner today. But Chan says that they will go out for dinner today, and this treat will be from Yao's side. Then he takes her to his favorite restaurant, which was very expensive. Yao asks him to go to some other restaurant, but Chan orders his. In the next scene, Chan messages Yao, telling her that he has sent her the money for the dinner, and that he does not like receiving treats from girls, because then they try to get close to him. Yao is shocked to hear this. The next day, Yao buys ice cream for herself and Chan. She tastes one of the ice creams and keeps it aside, and tells Chan that she has brought ice cream for him as well. Chan refuses at first, but then picks up the ice cream and starts eating it. Yao sees that he has eaten the ice cream which she had kept aside after tasting. But she doesn't tell anything about this to Chan and quietly goes out from there, and starts thinking that indirectly. In the next scene, Yao had brought her dog out for a walk, but then a man comes there with his female dog. Yao's dog starts kissing her. Seeing this, the dog's owner starts blackmailing Yao that her dog has harassed his female dog, so she will have to pay compensation. Then Chan goes there and transfers the money to him, but then tells him that he is a lawyer and he has made a video of him when he was blackmailing Yao. After hearing this, the man returns his money and leaves from there. Then Yao asks Chan why he came here. Chan tells her that he came to remind her that she forgot to throw the trash. But Yao suspected that she tells this to her friend Ting. Then Ting says he is interested in you. Hearing this, Yao becomes very happy. Now the next day, they see that a girl had come to their firm who wanted to meet Chan. Here, one of Yao's colleagues, Bao, starts saying, "This girl, I would never have given you a job in this company. But on Wu Jun's insistence, I gave you the job because Wu Jun has a crush on your sister." After hearing this, Yao becomes very sad. After this, Yao is going home after office, but then she turns back and takes a room in a hotel and starts crying a lot there. On the other hand, Chan was regretting that he got too angry at Yao. Any reply from Yao. The next day, Chan tells all this to Wu Jun, that he scolded Yao a lot, and he also said that she got the job because of her sister's connection. Hearing this, Wu Jun gets very angry at him because due to this, Chang Shi will also get angry with Wu Jun. Then he calls Chang Shi and tells her all this, and asks her to convince Yao. After this, Chang Shi goes to meet Yao at the hotel and tells her, "You got the job because of your abilities, not because of any connections. You deserve the job." They are looking for a way to prove that the baby in Shenna's womb is Mr. Chan's. Then Yao tells them that she thinks the baby's DNA matches with Dong because she is his stepsister. But Chan says Mr. Chan's dad is still alive. We should do a DNA test with his grandfather instead of with Dong. Chan got this idea because of Yao, so he praises her a lot. All the employees are very shocked to see the boss praising someone. After the meeting, Yao is working at her seat, and they both start looking at each other secretly. At the time of leaving, Chan comes to her and asks if she will come home today, but Yao is still very hurt, so she refuses. After this, Chan is at the apartment and he messages Yao, saying that he has kept some documents ready for this case, so she should come and take them. After this, Yao goes home and takes the documents to his villa, so she can stay in this house. Chan was sitting in his car and watching from outside when the lights of Yao's room go off. The next day, Yao goes to meet Dong Ella's grandfather with one of her colleagues to convince him for a DNA test. Chan had come there secretly. After this, when they start over, Miss Shen wins the case and then asks Chan to have dinner with her, but he refused. After the court, we see Dong getting angry with her grandfather. "I loved you so much. Why do you want a grandson? Why did you agree to the DNA test?" Then the grandfather starts hitting her with a stick, but Yao comes in between and her hand gets hurt. After this, Chan puts a bandage on Yao, but Yao was feeling a little shy, so he immediately tells her, "When you got injured, you were at work." Now, at night, Chan was sitting in his villa but was not able to sleep. On the other hand, Yao was enjoying watching a late-night TV show. Then there is a knock on her door. It was dark, and he was also wearing sunglasses. Yao thought there was a thief, but after hearing Chan's voice, she realizes it's the boss. Then Chan tells her that he had left a pen here and has come to take it. After this, he goes to the room and starts looking for the pen, but actually he had come to. After a while, he comes out and tells Yao, "It's quite late now, so it wouldn't be right for me to leave wearing sunglasses." After the meeting is over, everyone starts leaving. Chan thought that all the people have left, so he takes off his sunglasses. But Yao turns back to ask something at the same time, and she finds out the secret. He was trying to hide his dark circles behind the sunglasses. Yao understands that he came to her house last night because he was not able to sleep. Dad will stay at her house for a few days. Hearing this, Yao becomes happy and thinks that it is good that boss moved out from there earlier. While Yao is at home, she gets a call from Chan, who tells her that she has to go out of town with him tomorrow for a case, so she should pack her bags. Yao agrees to him and invites him for dinner, asks her to get out of his room. Then Yao tells him, "I watched a horror movie. That's why I'm feeling very scared. Please let me sleep in your room." Chan agrees to this. Yao sleeps by putting a bed next to his bed. But after some time, she starts feeling hungry. So both of them get up and she covers him with a blanket and tries to leave. But he stops. At dinner with Mr. Tang, Chan declines alcohol, then prevents Yao from drinking too. Afterwards, he scolds her, "No one can force you to drink. If he asks to meet alone, refuse." The next day, Mr. Tang's assistant requests Yao alone to review documents.